สัพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต
I respectfully pay homage to all venerable monks and extend my greetings to all participants. A warm welcome to all monks and learners to session 4 of online English chanting course. Today is Thursday, May 28, 2026. My name is Jaranatharou and I will serve as your MC for today. As the Lord Buddha once said, whoever sees the Dhamma sees the Tathagata. Studying and understanding the Dhamma allow us to deeply access the true value of the Buddha's teachings. It also helps us bring this meaningful teaching into our daily lives. In the previous session, we learned about the importance of praising the virtue of the Lord Buddha, which helped us better understand and appreciate his immeasurable compassion. Today, we will continue our learning with the topic Evening Chanting Part 2. We are deeply honored and grateful to have Venerable ThadaJaranatharou, who kindly joined us once again to share his knowledge, reflections, and practical guidance. The educations, the profile of Venerable ThadaJaranatharou. Education 1980s developed a deep interest in meditation during his university years. Graduation earned an honor degree in Industrial Electrical Technology from King Mongkut's Institute of Technology. Corporate career in Nokia, Thailand, worked at the leading mobile technology firm, successfully integrating meditation into his daily work routine. Nokia, Japan, promoted to the international management team in Japan from 3 years due to his exceptional corporate performance. For the monastic life and spiritual journey, ordination, enter the Mongkut in Thailand to fully commit to Buddhist path after his enriching corporate career abroad. Past 20 years to present, deepen his personal meditation practice over 2 decades as a monk, share his wisdom by teaching meditation both across Thailand and internationally. Furthermore, he leveraged his teach background to adapt meditation technique for modern everyday use. Current achievements: meditation instructor served as an esteemed instructor with decades of practice and teaching experience. Founder established the newly built monastery meditation center in Thailand. At this moment, I would like to invite everyone to respectfully pay homage to the Venerable Teacher together. If you feel free, if you are convenient, please feel free to on your camera so that we will pay respectfully with Venerable Monk Thada Jaranatharou. Bow, bow, bow.
Hello, everyone. So I pay respect to venerable monks who have more years in monkhood than me, and Jaranatharou, greeting to everyone. I hope you attend my class yesterday so that we can continue from yesterday. Today I will go a little bit more slowly, and because yesterday I was not very experienced with delivering discourse, but now I know that how to pace, how to deliver at which speed, and hopefully that you will be able to follow my guidance better today. I have some difficulty with this. Okay, that's better. Now let me. Okay, now. So this is part 2 of the presentation from yesterday. So today we will start with the overall picture of evening chanting. Yesterday we discussed about preliminary reverence, recollection of the Buddha, and then we praise the Buddha, recollection of the Dhamma, and praise the Dhamma. So we will start with the recollection of the Sangha, and then praise of the Sangha, and then verses for transferring merit, and then daily reflection passage. So let's start with this one. Sangha Anusati, the recollection of the Sangha. You see that is the Sonti. Sonti, it means that we put 2 words together, join the voice, is Sangha and Anusati. Anusati is to recollect, Sangha. So altogether, the translation is the recollection of the Sangha. And as I mentioned yesterday, when you see the word Hanta, that means the invitation for a group of people to do something. Hanta, Mayang. Mayang is the first person pronoun for many people, or we. Sangha Anusati Nayang Karoma, let's do it. Se is SE se, that is the invitation, is kind of filler word, and also to mark the point of invitation. So altogether it means that in plain English, that's now let us recite the guide to the recollection of the Sangha. Sangha nusati na yang karo matse. That is when the leader of the group, could be the teaching monk or someone with some seniority, invite the group of people to recite the recollection of the Sangha. And this is very well known for those who chant regularly. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho. Okay, so Sāvaka Saṅkho, the last over here, Bhagavato Supatipanno. So this is the adjective Supatipanno, which means practice well. Sāvaka Saṅkho, okay, that is the group of the follower who practice well of Bhagavato. If you study Pali, then you will understand that each ending of each word, the ending of each word, is the linkage, and it shows the meaning. The inflection of the word or the verb will tell us the relation of the word. So if you are familiar with certain language like Thai or English, which flows from left to right, you will be very confused, because Pali, it seems like the word order is random, but it's not random at all. So the Sangha of the Blessed Ones, disciple, who have practiced well, that is the meaning. And then Sāvaka Saṅkho Bhagavato again. So this is a repetition, so we need only to translate the first one. Uchu Patipanno. Okay, so Uchu means direct or not crooked. You mean if you are not Uchu, you mean you somehow you bend the rule of you are using trick. You are not very direct, not very honest. But over here, Uchu Patipanno, it means that you practice directly or honestly. That is the disciple of the Buddha. That's the second quality that is mentioned here. And then the third one again, the last two are the same. And then Yaya Patipanno. Okay, and that is like you practice properly or systematically. That is translated over here as insightfully. The disciples of Lord Buddha, the group of disciples of Lord Buddha who practice systematically, insightfully. And then Samiti Patipanno. Samiti means dutifully, diligently, properly, masterly. So that's kind of meaning. So altogether we translate it as who have practiced properly. Next. And then Yati Tang Chattari Purisa Yukani Atta Purisa Pukkala. Okay, we have a look at each part. Yati Tang, namely, or when you talk about someone and then you give example, you start with Yati Tang over here. Chattari, that is four. And when you look at this word, Purisa Yukani, again, this is the samasa or the compound word. The first part, Purisa, is the person, and Yuka means a pair. So it means that Chattari, Purisa Yukani, the four pairs. Atta, that's 8. And then Purisa Pukkala is kind of redundant over here, again, because of the rule to build or to make up a verse. Sometimes we need to have a filler word or something like that. So Yati Tang, namely the four pairs of people the 4 pairs of people, 4 pairs, 4 by 2, that 8, so that 8 Purisa Pukala, the noble ones. Esa, that is Esa. Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, that is the disciples of Lord Buddha Bhagavato, the 4 pairs or the 8 types, the 8 people. Ahunayo, okay, Ahu is the gift. Nayo, ayo, it means worthy of, deserve. So the disciples that we have mentioned, that we have explained, elaborated so far, they deserve or they are worth to offer the gift. And then Pahunayo. Pahunayo is deserve or worthy of hospitality or the finest welcome. You see, if you go to 6 or 5-star hotel, you receive that kind of hospitality, the finest welcome. So Pahunayo means that. So they are worthy of hospitality, the finest level of hospitality. Anchali Karaniyo, worthy of respect. Anchali means when you raise your palms to your chest, or that kind of the way to pay respect to monks or people that we really respect. Anjali, so worthy of respect with palms up. Anutarang punyaketang lokat sati. Okay, so Anutarang, incomparable or beyond comparison, Anutarang. And then again, this is 2 words put together. Punya, okay, punya is the merit, and ketang is the field. So this is the field of merit. Together, this is the field of merit. Lokatsa, loka is the word, and when we put atsa, and that is of the world, or for the world. And then that is the translation of this line, the incomparable field of merit of the world. That is the quality of the Sangha. And then next one. Sangkuna, the praise of the Sangha. So hantamayang Sangha pikiting roma se. Again, in the morning is pitu-ting. In the evening is pikiting. Basically, they are the same. But ki over here, it means to recite or use the voice in kind of beautifully to recite the verses. Hanta and say, it means that now let us do something. Do what? Ki ting over here, it means to chant the celebration or the reflection or the respect to the Sangha. Satthamma sho supatipatti kunanti yuto. Okay, so now let's try to break this down. This is very common in a language like Pali or German or even Swedish. They put a lot of number of words together. In Pali language, we call samasa a compound word. Supati. Okay, so over here we break it to Satthamma sho first. Sat, the first one, S-A-D, that is true, real, genuine, or noble. And Dhamma, that is the teaching. Okay, Satthamma sho. And then the combined meaning. And that Jo over here, it means to be born, to produce from. So together, Satthamma sho, it means a born of the true Dhamma, or produced by the true Dhamma. And then the second part, supati. Okay, we know that su is good, patipat, that is the practice. Supatipati, that is flawless, good, pure conduct. And then kuna over here, that is the qualities, sublime attributes. And then you have this again, arti means and so on, etc., that kind of thing. And then yutto, to be in possession of, that is put together. So it means that the Sangha, the followers of Lord Buddha, are born from the true Dhamma, endowed with such virtues as good practice or supati. Okay, and then yo tapito ariya pukkala sanghaseto is again very long, but if we know how to break it down, then we will understand. Okay, so yo in this case is the pronoun that is wish, meaning is wish relate to something that is back to the noble Sangha. Okay, that's yo, that's refer back to the Sangha. Atta vito. Okay, so over here, yo atta pito. Atta pito means consisting of, atta is 8, okay? Consisting of 8 kinds of categories. Okay, so that is the atta pito. Ariya, pukkala, ariya, that is the noble. Pukkala is the people. Ariya pukkala. Sangha seto. Sangha is, of course, is the community, the assembly, the order, and seto, that is supreme, most excellent, highest or foremost. So together we translate this part as, which is the supreme community of the noble individuals, structurally organized into 8 distinct types of awakened person. So atta pito, in this case, the 8, which of course we know about 2 pairs and 8 persons that we talked about. That is the translation of this line. And then Sila titam ma pa vara varasa ya kaya citto. Let's break this down. The first one, Sila titam pa. That is, Sila is, of course, the precepts and moral virtue. And then Sirati, okay, over here, that is again Ati, it means that not one, but many, etc. That is Sirati. Dhamma, of course, that is the qualities, or we can translate Dhamma into many meanings. So Sila Dhamma means it's the foundation for mental cultivation. Okay, because as we know, that Sila is the foundation of all the good things, the good qualities. And then Pavara, that means noble, excellent. And then over here, it's hidden over here, Asaya. Asaya, that means the inclination or the tendency, disposition, mental tendency, deep-seated also. And then Kaya, Citto. Kaya is the body, Citto is the consciousness or the mind. So altogether, it means whose physical behavior, Kaya, and deep mental disposition or citta are thoroughly anchored in the noble disposition or the pavara, asaya, beginning with the sublime qualities of the moral virtue or the sila dhamma. So it means that the Sangha, okay, so have the body and the mind thoroughly anchored or linked based on the qualities of the precepts or moral virtues. That is the very profound meaning. And then Vanta Mahang Tamariya Kanang Sutang. Okay, we try to break this down again. Vanta Mahang is Ahang is I, and Vantami together. So sonti, or the linkage of the sound becomes vantamahang. We break it to ahang, vantami. And then susutang. Sutang is purification. Sutta, pure. Su, well purified. And then Tamariya, so that's break into, you see Ariya over here, and TAM break into Tang. Tang is that, is the adjective, the pronoun. Ariyang, and then Kana, over here we see Kana, that is the group. So altogether, that means I pay deep homage to that very assembly of the noble ones, which is thoroughly and perfectly purified. Perfectly purified. Tang Ariyang Kana. So that is the noble, the group of the noble, that group of noble disciples, I revere or I pay respect to. That is the way we translate this line. And then next one. Sankho yo sappapaninam saranang kema mutamang. Okay, so if you still recall something from last night, then you should be kind of familiar with this structure. Sappa is all, this word, sappapaninam is all beings. And then saranang is the refuge. And kema is the refuge. I know that the kema is the quality, the highest, the supreme, that kind of thing. So Sankho, the Sankha, yo is the kind, again, is more of the filler word, but over here is the pronoun linking back to this Sankho yo. So it means that the Sankha is the secure, highest refuge. So Kema is the secure and highest saranang, refuge for all beings. That is the way we translate it. Tatiya nusati thanang vantamitang sirenahang. Again, so sirena ahang, sirena is with the head. Sira is the head, and ahang is over here. I. Okay, vantami, I pay respect with my head. Tang, again, this is the reference to this tatiya nusati. Thanang. Thanang is the base or the foundation of anusati, or recollection. Tatiya, that is the third. So I pay respect with my head to the subject of recollection, or the foundation of recollection. That is the third, that is the Sangha, the disciples of the Lord Buddha. And then Sangkhats sahasami taso wa sangho me sami kisaro. Okay, last night we broke down this structure already. Taso is the servant, or even the slave. And then over here, asami, that is the verb to be for me, for I. In English is am. Sankhasa, of, when you see this atsa somewhere here, that is the of something. So I am servant of Sangha. And then the Sangha is my highest master. Sami is the master. Kisaro is highest, supreme. So altogether, Sangha sahasami taso wa sangho me sami kisaro. Wa in this case again is a filler word. It has meaning, but almost we can neglect. And then Sankho tukkasa kata ja vitata ja hitasame. We also translate this kind of session already last night. Tukkasa kata. Kata is the killer, destroyer. Killer of what? Of dukkha. Dukkha is the suffering. So the Sangha is the destroyer of the suffering. Ja is mean end. Ja is end. Vitata. Vitata is the provider. Hitatsa. Hitatsa is hitats. Hitaya. Hita is the benefit or the welfare. So Sangho has two roles in this line. The first role is to destroy the suffering, and the second role is to provide the welfare. And the next one, Sangkat sahang niyatemi sarilan chivitan jitang. Okay, over here is ahang. Over here, ahang, I. Sangkatsa niyatemi. Niyatemi, it means to dedicate. Over here is dedicate. I, ahang, over here, dedicate what? Sarirang, that is the body. Sarira is the body. And Jivitang, that is the life. Jivitan. Ja itang. Yeah? Jitang over here is ja itang. Ja is end. My body and my life I dedicate to the Sangha over here. When you study Pali and when you are able to break it down like this, it's kind of fun. And then you will understand more about the teaching of Lord Buddha. And then the next line, one tanto hang charisami sangkatso patipannatang. Last night we broke this down already. One tanto ahang. I ahang over here. One tanto, who is paying homage. This is the adjective, kind of adjective amplifying ahang over here. Charisami will follow or will perform, will do. Sangkatsa patipannatang, the good practice. So patipannatang, good practice, Sangkatsa of the Sangha. I, who is now paying homage to Sangha, will follow, will do according to the Sangha's good practice. That is the translation of this. And then Natti me saranang anjang sangko me saranang varang. Natti is nothing, or I have no. Me saranang, saranang is refuge. Anjang is other. So I have no other refuge. Sangko me saranang varang is the Sangha who is my refuge. Varang is, of course, that is foremost or excellent, that kind of meaning. So I have no other refuge. The Sangha is my foremost refuge. And then the second line, etena satya vachena vattayang sattu sahasane. Just to repeat last night, to reinforce the understanding. By the speaking of this truth, satya vacha, okay? Satya vacha is the truth. Etena satyena. By the speaking of the truth, may I grow vattayang, may I grow sahasane in the instructions or the teachings or the sasana, the religion, sattu of the teacher. Sattu is the of the teacher. So by the speaking of these rules, may I grow in the teacher's instruction. Sangkang me vantamanena punyang pasutang ita. Okay. This is a little bit complicated, but when we break it down, so punyang pasutang, the merit that is done well. Ita, this punyang that is done well. Okay. And then Sankhang me vantamanena. I pay respect, which is the good thing that I done over here to the Sangha. So through the power of the merit here produced by my reference for the Sangha. Okay, but when we break it down to word by word, it's just like what I said. But the meaning which is more understandable in English is through the power of the merit here. The merit here is ita pasutang punyang. Pasutang is produced by my reference. One time manena is my reference to the Sangha, for the Sangha over here. Sapphe pi antaraya me mahe zung tatsa tejasa. By the power tatsa tejasa over here, teja, that is the power of tatsa. By that power, okay. Sapphe pi, that's all. Antaraya, that's the danger or the obstructions over here. Mahe zung, don't be. It don't happen to me or cease to be over here. So by the power of this merits, may all my danger cease to be, stop to be, don't be. That is the meaning. And then bow down to the floor, and then we say kayena by the body, vajaya by speech, cetasa by the mind, sangke kukamang pakatang mayayang. Kukamang, the bad karma, pakatang that I have done, sangke to the Sangha, mayayang by me, Sangko patikanhatu, me the Sangha patikanhatu, me is over here, attu to over here is me. Me the Sangha patikanhatu, accept atayantang, and that kind of mistake, my admission, okay. Karantare sangmaritung wa sangke, so that Karantare in the future, sangmaritung, I will practice restraint, I will be more careful not to commit that kind of trespassing again. That is the meaning of that verse. And then we move on. We move on to Uttisana Tithana Katha. Okay. Uttitsa, and that means to share or to dedicate. And then Atithan, that is to make a vow or resolution. Katha is the word. So Hantamayang Uttisana Usitana Atithana Kathayo Panamase. So now let us chant the verses of sharing and aspiration. Uttisa, that is the sharing or dedication. Atithan, that is the aspiration, aspire to, or make a vow, make a resolution. So let's do that together. Now come the translation. Imina punya kamena, okay, by or through punya kamena. Punya is the good thing. Punya is the merit or a bun in Thai. Punya kamena, the act of doing the good thing. Imina, through the goodness that arises from my practice. So now now they are going to mention a lot of people over here. So in fact, may come in the next page. But now we just follow the text here. Upachaya, that is the preceptor. Preceptor is someone who gives the ordination. When a lay person would like to become a monk, they have to seek upachaya. And then kunuttara is the amplifier, the adjective that tells the quality of upachaya. Is kuna. Kuna is the kun. And then uttara. Kuna uttara means great virtue. Okay. Acariyu. Acariya, that is the teacher. Upakara means someone who have done good things for you. Upakara ja. So now we have mentioned Upachaya, Acariya, Upakara already of great virtue. Mata, that's the mother. Pita, father. Ja, and Yataka. Yataka is the relatives. And then Suryo Chantima Raja to the sun, the god of the sun, the god of the moon, or in modern translation, they may say that because of the sun give the heat and the energy to the world, so we have everything because of the sun, so we feel grateful for that. And then Chantima, because of the moon, and we have a lot of good things. And for example, the tide in the ocean is caused by the moon, and it's very good to look at it, calms our mind. So we feel grateful for the moon also. And Raja, the leader, the rulers of the world. That's why they are mentioned here. Kunawanta, those who have done a good thing for us, it's kind of like upakara also. Nara Pija. Nara is the general public, and Brahma, to the Brahma, the higher spiritual beings, even above the Tevata, the angels. Mara, even the evil ones. Inta, that is the god that rules the second level of heaven. And then Loka Pala. Pala means to protect. So altogether, Loka is the world. The angels who protect the world. Tevata, that is the celestial beings in general. Yamo Mitta, okay? And then Yamo is the king of death. And then Mitta is our friend, someone who is friendly. Manusa, that is human. So may these people, which we have mentioned. And then next one. Machata means indifferent or someone neutral. Not our friend, not our foe. And Verikapicha, it means those enemies, someone who have hostile attitude or intention towards us. So we wish all of them, the friends, the neutral, and the enemies. Sapphe satta sukhi hontu. So all beings, sukhi, that is to be happy, hontu. Punyani pakatani me. Okay, because of the blessing, all the good thing, the blessing of my life. Sukhancha tivitang. Okay, so over here. The three vitang types tend to attain. Okay, what are the three types? So those are the three types of happiness: the happiness in the world, the happiness in the heavens, and the happiness of attaining nirvana. That is the threefold bliss over here: in the world, in heaven, and nibbana. Attain is to tend to. Okay, and Kipang is very soon. Woe to those that to them, to they. And then Papeta, that is to realize. Matang, that is the deathless. And that you won't have to be born and die again. So Sukhang jati vitang tentu kipang papeta vomatang. That's the translation. And then imina punya kamena, through the goodness, imina. Again, and then imina uttisena ja. And through this act of sharing or dedication, Kipahang, that is ahang, is over here. Sulaphe, that is smoothly, easily. Ja eva tanhupatana chetanang. Okay, over here, cheta is to kill, okay, or to kill tanhupata tanha, that is the desire or craving. Upata, that is the attachment. So over here, Santanya hina. So these are the low state of the mind. Santanya hina thamma, something bad in our mind. Santanya hina thamma. So those bad state of mind, the tanha upatan. So according to this, through the goodness, punya kamena, and then through imina uttisena, or the act of sharing, all these things, sheta, so to be gone, to be cut off immediately, that's the meaning. Yawa, until nibbana to mamang, until the realization of nibbana. That is the meaning of this page. Okay, nasantu is the verb of the previous page, because of the cut of the page. So sapatha. So all the time. Yeva yattha chato pave. So wherever chato is born, wherever on birth, in every kind of birth, wherever I born, uchu chittang sati panya. So I should be born with this direct mind. Uchu is the direct chittang, the mind. Sati panya, the mindfulness, and the wisdom panya. Salleko, again it's smoothly. Viriyam hina. So this is viriya, and that is Salleko is Salleko is the act of scraping, or rubbing, eradicate of the defilement. That is a Salleko. And then Viriyang, that is the Viriya is the vigor. Over here, Salleko, that translated is to austerity and vigor. Mara, and then Hina over here, it means indeed. That is again the filler words. Mara, the evil one. Lapantuno kasang. Okay, over here. Is okasang. Okasang is the chance, the opportunity, but na is the negation. Don't. So Mara should not, lapantu is to get or to take hold. So because of all these things, the Mara should not have any chance to weaken katunca viriyesume, my will, viriyesu, my will. Okay, and that is the translation of this page. Putta ti pavaro nato. So putto, and then ati pavaro is the Buddho. Ati is the supreme, that is Ati, Putto, Ati, Pavaro. Pavaro is most excellent, noble, distinguished, or best. So the combination of that meaning is the Buddha, who is the most excellent and supreme ruler. Okay, and that is Puta Ti Pavaro. So Natho is the refuge. The Buddha is my excellent refuge, the meaning of this word. And then Thammo Natho Varutamo, and then Varutamo. So Vara and Uttamo. Uttamo is unsurpassed. Vara is noble. So Thammo, Dhamma is also the refuge. So unsurpassed is the protection of the Dhamma. Nato Paceka Putto. So now we are talking about solitary Buddha or silent Buddha. The Buddha that got enlightened by himself, but he doesn't teach. That is Paceka Putto. And that is also our refuge. Sankho Nato Taro Mamang. So this is Nato and Uttaro. So it's kind of same thing, same meaning, but because of the verse and the beauty of the language, they have many synonyms to talk about same thing. Nato Taro Mamong. Nato is a support or the refuge. Te Sotama Nupavena. Anupavena, okay, by the power. And then Te Sota is the Satta. Sattama is the supreme, the highest. This Sattama is the supreme power, Anupavena, by those supreme power. Okay, me, Maroka Sang Lapantuma is the same. Ma is the negation. Lapantu, to receive, to get the chance. And then Okasang is the chance, the opportunity, and Mara is over here. Marokasang Lapantuma. So through the supreme power of all this, may darkness, Mara, and delusion, they translate Mara over here as darkness and delusion, be dispelled, or not to get any chance to have any influence over us. Okay, and then now is the passage for frequent recollection. Apinha means frequently. Pachavek means recollection. So Hantamayang Ma se. So let us now recite the passage or the verse for frequent recollection. So we are now approaching the end of the evening chanting. Chara tammomi charang anatito. Okay, now we split into chara. Chara is the old age, and then tammomi. Tammomi is Dhamma, and sonti with amhi. Okay, amhi over here is the verb to be for I am, and then Dhamma and amhi become tammomhi, and that is the sonti rule. So, and anatito, that means not gone beyond, not transcended, or I cannot go beyond. It means that I am subject to old age. I cannot go beyond aging. It means I cannot escape aging. That is the meaning. Payati tammomhi. Payating anatito. Again, I am the subject. I am subject to sickness. I am of the nature to grow ill. I cannot go beyond, or I cannot escape illness. That's the meaning. Marana is the death or to die. Tammomhi. I am of the nature. I am subject to die. Maranang anatito. I cannot go beyond, or I cannot escape the death. Sappehi me piyehi manapehi nana pavo vina pavo. Okay, nana pavo is mean to grow different or to change, to diverse. It means that over time you will change. Sometimes, or in the past you love someone, and then some years that you change. And then Vinapavo is the separation, parting ways. So it means that piye is those you love, manape those who give you pleasure. All of them, you will change and you will separate from them. Okay, it means that the feeling that you have will change, and then in the end you will separate from them. Those you love and those who give you pleasures. And then kammasakomi kammathayato. So I am the owner. Okay, so over here kamma and sakka over here, sakka, and then amhi, sakka over here is the owner. I am the owner of my own doing, or I am the owner of my kamma. Kammataya, that is the heir. Dayata, okay, daya, tayat is the heir. And then kamma yoni is to be born, so I am born of my kamma. Kamma pantu is relation. Panta is related, so born of my kamma, related through my kamma, and then kamma patisarano, and then that is depending. Patisarano. Patisarano is as a patisarano, that is the refuge, shelter, anchor. So in other words, we live anchor to the kamma or dependent on the kamma. Yang kammang karisami, whatever I do, yang kammang karisami. Karisa is what will I do, or what I shall do, whatever kamma. Kalyanangwa, that is the good. Pabakang, evil. Tasathayatu, I will become heir, tayat, to those kamma that I do, good or bad. And that's the end of the presentation. So now, now let's have a look at the media again. What I have explained as the repetition. น้องที่ทำหน้าที่เปิดสื่อเปิดได้เลยจ้ะ
Now let us recite the guide to the recollection of the Sangha. The Sangha of the Blessed One disciples who have practiced well. Who have practiced directly. Who have practiced insightfully. Who have practiced properly. Namely the 4 pairs, the 8 types of noble ones. That is the Sangha of the Blessed One's disciples. Worthy of gift. Worthy of hospitality. Worthy of offerings. Worthy of respect. The incomparable field of merit for the world.
Annamayan Sankha Pikiting Karo Amase.
Now let us chant in celebration of the Sangha. Born of the true Dhamma, endowed with such virtues as good practice. The supreme Sangha form of the 8 types of noble ones. Guided in body and mind by such principles as supreme morality. I revere that group of noble ones well purified. The Sangha that for all beings is the secure, the highest refuge. The third subject for recollection, I revere it with my bowed head. I am the Sangha servant. The Sangha is my highest master. The Sangha is a destroyer of suffering and a provider of welfare for me. To the Sangha, I dedicate my body and my life. I am paying homage to the Sangha and shall follow the Sangha's good practice. I have no other refuge. The Sangha is my foremost refuge. By the speaking of these truths, may I grow in the teacher's instructions. Through the power of the merit here, produced by my reverence for the Sangha. By the power of this merit, may all my obstructions cease to be. Bow down and say, by body, by speech, or by mind. Whatever bad karma I have done to the Sangha, may the Sangha accept my admission of it, so that in the future I may show restraint toward the Sangha.
Annamayan Utisana Katayo Panamase.
Now let us chant the verses of sharing and aspiration. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, may my spiritual teachers and guides of great virtue, my mother, father, and relative, the sun and the moon, the world leader, and all benefactors and noble ones, the highest gods, and evil forces, celestial beings, the king of death, and all human, friendly, indifferent, or hostile. May all beings receive the blessings of my life. May they soon attain the threefold bliss and realize the deathless. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, and through this act of sharing, may all desires and attachments quickly cease, and all harmful states of mind, until I realize Nibbana. In every kind of birth, may I have an upright mind. With mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor, may the forces of delusion not take hold or weaken my will. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. Unsurpassed is the protection of the Dhamma. The solitary Buddha is my noble one. The Sangha is my supreme support. Through the supreme power of all these, may darkness and delusion be dispelled. Now let us recite the passage for frequent recollection. I am of the nature to age. I have not gone beyond aging. I am of the nature to grow ill. I have not gone beyond illness. I am of the nature to die. I have not gone beyond death. I will grow different, separate from all that is dear and appealing to me. I am the owner of my karma, heir to my karma, born of my karma, related to my karma, and live dependent on my karma. Whatever I do, for good or for evil, to that will I fall heir.
Now let's meditate together for a few minutes after the theory of evening chanting. Close your eyes gently as if you're going to fall asleep at night. Relax every part of your body. Relax every part of your body. Close your eyes gently. Don't apply any force. Don't apply any pressure on the eyelids. Relax your forehead, your cheeks, your chin. Spread the relaxation from around your eyelids to the eye sockets, throughout the face, down the neck to both shoulders, through the body, both arms, to the fingertips, through both legs, to the toes. So now you should be sitting upright, relaxingly. Don't worry about anything. Put all the thoughts down. Let go of everything from your mind. As if you're going to do it alone, just like you're born now. As if you have nothing to do with other people. Let go of everything. And then recall all the good things that you have done, all the merits, all the good things, so that it becomes like a crystal ball, a sphere, something round, bright and clear. And bring that sphere to the center of the body. Do this very gently. It's like you are going to place a needle on the surface of the water. And you don't want the needle to cause any ripple on the water. And you don't want it to sink into the water. So you place the needle very gently on the water. Do this relaxingly. Do this continuously. Do this casually. And at the same time, recite the mantra Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. As if the mantra comes from somewhere far away, from the very center of the body. Samma Arahang. The sound of the mantra is very soft, very tender, very soothing to your mind. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. You still have the sphere of bright light, the sphere of merit at the center of the body, and you have the mantra. You recite the mantra softly in your mind. You rest the sphere gently at the center of the body. You can recite the mantra for as many times as you like. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. So let's continue to meditate in this manner for a few more moments. Sabba Buddhanuභāvena, Sabba Dhammanuභāvena, Sabba Saṅghānuභāvena, Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te.
สาธุ I would like to express my deepest respect and gratitude to Venerable ThadaJaranatharou for kindly sharing such a valuable Dhamma teaching with us today and explain the situation comprehensively. I ensure that no important details were left out. So now, I would like everyone on your camera to respectfully pay homage to the Venerable Teacher together. Bow, bow, bow.
So I wish you happiness and success. I wish you to be able to go deeper and deeper in meditation and to attain Dhammakaya soon in this lifetime.
สาธุ Today's lesson has helped us gain a deeper understanding of the meaning, content, and significance of evening chanting. It has also reminded us of the immeasurable compassion and virtue of the Lord Buddha. We have learned that chanting is not merely memorization, but a meaningful practice that allows us to study, reflect, and apply the Dhamma in our daily lives. In the next session, on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026, our lesson will be on the topic ThadaJaranatharou, Part 1. We are honored to have the Venerable Phra Maha, MD, PhD, who will kindly serve as our teacher. For today, may everyone be filled with merit, happiness, and blessings. Thank you for joining the chanting session. May you all experience peace and well-being throughout the day. We look forward to seeing you again in the next sessions. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.